to school will look a lot different this year. Like so many aspects of life during the pandemic, the upcoming school year has been uncertain.
This week's episode of KSAT Explains focuses on heading back to class during this global health crisis. Myra Arthur, nice enough to come in and join us live from the newsroom. Myra, good morning. Give us an overview of this week's episode.
Good morning, guys. You know, I think when anybody hears back to school right now, everyone is just taking a deep sigh because there is so much uncertainty, like you said, from the perspective of parents, teachers, superintendents. Then you've also got conflicting information, as you just heard from Alana earlier, about what's happening at the local level than what we're hearing at the state level. So parents and teachers are having to reconcile all of this information and really make some tough choices. So we're talking about all that back and forth that got us to where we are as of today, even though the information is still rapidly changing. And we're also hearing from parents, from teachers, from local leaders about the plans that are in place right now, what they are trying to prepare for, and the challenges that face them ahead of this new year.
And Myra, what did you guys hear about? What did you guys hear from local superintendents?
Their perspective is so important, and really the main message was a lot of frustration. We talked to 3 superintendents of 3 very different school districts here in San Antonio, and even though they have that frustration, they all share optimism about the new year, but they're very candid about the challenges that they face and what it's been like trying to make a plan, trying to put a plan in place for remote learning, then for in-person learning. When is that supposed to happen again? And they have a message for parents that they're trying to get across, which of course is, one of patience. And they're also asking for more flexibility from local leaders, from state leaders. So their perspective, I think, is so key in shaping what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks.
A lot of focus on the public schools and those districts, Myra. Private schools, they get to make their own rules. How are they going about doing that?
And this, again, has been a point of contention here locally. Do public schools have to abide by, or private schools rather, have to abide by the health directive put in place by Metro Health that in-person learning can't start until after Labor Day? We talked to the Private School Association here in Texas, and they're saying that private schools are moving ahead with their own plans. It is up to each individual private school on how they want to begin this new school year. Now, they're looking to the TEA, they're looking to the CDC, the American Academy of Pediatrics, even Metro Health here locally, to come up with a plan. But it is up to each individual school, and parents whose students go to those schools, they need to be communicating with that school to find out what the needs are and what their own plan is.
Myra, parents and teachers have been very vocal about this. What are you hearing from them?
Again, that uncertainty, that source of frustration amid all of this. Parents are faced with a really tough choice, and none of the options are easy. Whether it be in-person learning, there's a risk there. Whether it be remote learning, that's a huge challenge for a lot of parents who are trying to get back to focusing on their jobs like they need to be. We've also got the digital divide here in San Antonio, where some students just don't have internet connectivity. They don't have the tech devices that allow them to do remote learning successfully. So we're hearing from parents about what they're looking to the school districts to do, what they're hoping that local leaders, state leaders will do to help them out. And then we're also hearing from some teachers who say, some say that they don't know what they're going to do yet. They're still weighing all their options. Others are saying this year they're not going to be teaching. They've already resigned because they simply can't take the risk.
Myra, how can people watch this week and past episodes of KSAT Explains?
All of our episodes are online. This is a streaming show, so you can watch on the KSAT TV app. That's available all the ways you see there. If you've got Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, just download the KSAT TV app and you can find all of the episodes there, or go to our website. You can check all the episodes out, including this very latest one, which is out now at ksat.com. Guys.
Thank you, Myra. Always a pleasure to see you in the morning.
Thank you.